Hello, my fellow citizens of the 7th universe. My name is FLayer2. If you wish me a civic, and welcome back once again to a Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. Today, we're actually not going to be hopping on the game, but we're going to need to be talking about something that is brought up to my concern. Well, when it comes to all of the cards, I was curious to think which cards actually deserve EZAs, what cards do you think will get EZAs, and like, you know, just in general, what cards are going to be neglected into the Dokkan Battle Shallow Realm. So today what we're going to be talking about is these top seven, because, you know, Dragon Balls, 7 Dragon Balls, all that's good stuff. The top 7 Goku cards that deserve EZAs. If you guys have any suggestions as well to other Goku cards that need EZAs, let me know in the comments below. And if you like these types of videos, would really appreciate it if you did hit the subscribe button, because it would really mean a lot to me. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. So we're going to be doing something, well, actually kind of similar to D-Free. If you don't know anything about D-Free, go check out his channel. Fantastic content creator. Love his stuff. Been binge watching him like crazy. But we're going to be doing something similar where we talk about the EZAs, but we also delete some cards that we think should get EZAs, but we'll just, you know, put them to the side. So without further ado, let's get this freaking show on the road. The first one we're going to be talking about, well, this card, it's kind of guaranteed as to when this guy is going to be getting an EZA. So we all want this guy to get an EZA, knowing that this is the only Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku in the entire Dokkan Battle game. I really would love to see, like, Goku actually have a Kaioken times 20 card as well, but maybe in the future we'll get something to actually do that, because this is the only guy that's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken at all. He's going to get an EZA at some point. I mean, as of now, like, you can see that these guys are he's the AGL 100% lead, which I believe Goku Black already got his EZA over on Japan, which he's the physical 100%, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see too, his passive abilities and his everything needs to get an actual refresh. These ones are, like, you know, the good links, but 5% health, and it's not multipliers. Anything I see where it's plus 20,000, and if it's plus a number and not like, you know, plus 20% a number, like, if there's no percentages, I already hate it. So, and I think it's bad. So this guy, he's gonna get one, so let's take him off the list for the time being. Next up, what we're gonna talk about is this Super Saiyan 2 Goku. This is kind of an older unit, as you can see, Super Saiyan 2 Goku on the side here. The reason why I picked this guy to be potential EZA target is because the Gokus don't have as many support units as you would think. You can see that this is a superior strength, ki +2, and attack +20 for all allies. I would love to see an EZA for this guy to give him, like, you know, maybe +3 ki, maybe 30%, but it's still pretty decent when it comes to, like, you know, if you want, like, a certain buff. Like, he's not terrible, but he only does this. He's not terrible, but I could see him getting an EZA, but I feel like there's other cards in this game that deserve it maybe a little bit more than this guy. So we're going to plump him down for a little bit. Also, because this is a older unit, I don't know if this guy's going to get touched, but, you know, who knows? But for now, we're just going to take him off the list. Next up, we're going to be bringing in the Super Saiyan Goku for GT. This guy, I believe, kind of deserves an EZA as well, but I feel like, once again, that there's other cards that kind of need it over this guy. He's not a good unit. As you can see, Peak Edition, attack and defense, plus, 9,000 plus 9,000, just plus it. Nothing multiplied or anything. When ki is 7 or more. So if it's 7 or more, he's going to do it. Also, his ultimate lets him have 25% to all allies for the attack, so it's actually really neat. The reason why I had this guy, on the list too, is because he is the only Super Saiyan. He's probably the best Super Saiyan GT Goku in the game. This guy, like, there's other GT Gokus, but they're Super Saiyan 2s and Super Saiyan 3s. I mean, obviously the 4s as well, and then there's, like, you know, the LR, Goku, Pan, and Trunks. But when it comes to normal Super Saiyans, this is it. This is pretty much it. When it comes to him, if you're curious what he actually looked like at first, this is what he looked like at first. You could probably have pulled him a bunch of times, but he probably does need something, but he can be replaced with his Super Saiyan 2 counterparts. If you wanted to make a team that was based around, you know, just all GT Gokus, you probably would want him to have an EZA, but he's very replaceable to other GT Super Saiyan 2s and Super Saiyan 3s. So I'm going to take him out of the list because he is replaceable, but I would like this guy to actually get some love at some point. Next up. Now, this one is super freaking controversial to talk about because this guy is, in fact, an LR. The Super Saiyan Goku, the first ever LR that was introduced into the game, needs a rework. There is nothing that you can convince me to say that this guy does not need a rework. I mean, you can see here, back in the day, this was really freaking good. But all types plus 3 keying attack 3000 causes mega colossal damage to enemies allies 30% for 1 turn. That's actually a good passive. And then attack 10,000 and defense 3,000 when facing only 1 enemy. That's pretty much it. Like, that's it. It makes me kind of like worried because like this guy is cool. I mean, the grind for this guy is absolutely insane. The fact that you need all those strike units to even compete in it, and you need the right strike units to do it, and you need to farm them all to, like, you know, SA 15 or whatever, and they, you know, the drop rates on them were, like, really bad back in the day, so trying to get this medal as well was, like, so difficult, but he kind of deserves a rework. But once again, this guy is an LR, and we've never seen Dokkan Battle ever touch LRs. So I'm going to take this guy off the list. I feel like he needs it. This guy super freaking needs it. But I don't know if we can keep him because they don't touch LRs. So I'm going to take off this guy for now. But having this guy being good, like, I would love to see it. I think everybody would love to see this. But I'm just going to take him off for now. And it makes me kind of sad because you kind of need it. Kind of need it. Next on the list to be taken off, I'm actually going to be talking about this physical Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. This guy, I bring justice to this man, period, because this man does not have a Dokkan Awaken. As you can see at the bottom, he does not have a Dokkan Awaken. If you pull this guy, this is all you're going to be getting. His stuff is actually, like, his attack is pretty decent, having supreme damage to enemies. That's pretty good. Nothing, like, you know, no boost, no, like, you know, decrease the defense, nothing. It's just supreme right to the face. It's pretty good, but also his thing is key, which is attack plus 15% per physical spear obtained. God dang, I can't freaking talk for some reason. Like, it's pretty good. Like, his passive is pretty decent, and he's a nuker, but that's all he's got. This guy, like, in order to get an EZA, obviously you need a Dokkan Awaken. There's no way, there hasn't been a single person that, like, has an EZA at level 100. You need to be at least a level 120. You need to be the TUR version of that character. So this guy needs an awakening, period. But I don't know if this guy's going to be touched because this is a Resurrection F Goku. As you can see on his chest right now, this is a Resurrection F Goku. And there's already one other person I'm going to be talking about that's a Resurrection F Goku that I feel like deserves an EZA. So I'm going to take this guy out. He just needs an awakening, period, but I'm going to take this guy out just because he needs an awakening. And then afterwards, we could talk about his potential EZA, but you need to see him go beyond, like, you know, just to be like everyone else. So I'm sorry, my dude, but you got to get off the list. I love you, but you got to leave. Finally, this is the last one where we're going to be taken off of the list. This one is a toughie. Once again, this one was a toughie. I was trying to decide which ones I would keep in my top 7. This is the one I was on the fence about the most, which is the Super Saiyan Goku. Now, this guy, he's got pretty decent stuff. This is why I wanted to, like, you know, keep him off the list for EZAs, but I would still love to see him, is because he does supreme damage with a rare chance to stun an enemy. Very few Gokus actually already have a stun ability trapped in you, unless it's the Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. Like, a lot of Gokus don't have the stun ability. So this guy having stun is pretty dang solid. But what this guy does, and the reason why I don't want to change him particularly, I mean, his attack is god dang awful, but he changes a AGL key to int key, which is I use this guy actually on the nuker event for the punching bag events for Hercule. I use this guy on my team all the time because I try to nuke with LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and this guy makes all AGL ki turn into int ki. So I use this guy frequently already, and like that's why like I'm kind of on the fence, because I'm thinking like I already use him, so if I'm already using him, then he doesn't really need that much of an EZA. But that being said, he only does 40% attack. It's not that good, especially on these days standards. 40% attack is very, very low, so you would want to see something like bring him up to like a 90% or something like that. But like for now, I think we're going to take him off of our list. He's like our honorable mention, though. This guy is like severely... Oh, sweet. I got no viruses, by the way. Thanks, computer. But this guy is... this guy's our honorable mention for today. Because he deserves it the most, I think, out of everybody that we've deleted. Because he's still useful, but I would love to see him on like prime teams. And now, finally, on to the 7 top EZA Gokus that the game deserves. The first one we're going to be talking about is the Spirit Bomb Goku. This guy, okay, see, this guy I have very close to my heart, this guy, because this is like the first card that I was like, I actually pulled. Like, this is what he looked like at first. Like, you know, before you awaken him, this is the Goku that you get. This guy had like a lot of health. As you can see, well, I mean, today's standards, this is not a lot of health at all. But for a SSR, like, you know, before TUR awakening, this guy's health was absolutely insane. And this is like he's not really that much of a tanker, but he just made it so that your team just had a lot of health. So I love this guy to death. But in today's standards, you don't really see him out there that much because he just doesn't dish out as much damage as you would like him to. So as you can see, his super attack is supreme damage, which gives 20% to all allies, and then also he is a nuker, which also you can recover with candy. I would like to see this guy maybe dish out maybe like a plus 25% per. That might be a little bit too much. And then maybe adding another thingy, maybe to give all units like plus 3 ki or something, to see that, like, you know, this right here makes me feel like this guy could be used as a support unit, but it could just make it so that attack is now 25% to all allies for that. Maybe touch upon the per strength key orb, maybe make it so that rainbow key orbs actually give him, like, you know, a little bit more damage as well. And recover candy, I mean, who cares that much anymore, but you could just keep the recover candy. When it comes to leader skill, though, maybe make him a... This is the, I'm going to assume... I always forget, like, what category? I wish it told me what category this guy actually was. Because I feel like this is the Majin Buu Saga one, right? This is Majin Buu Saga. This isn't Namek Saga Goku. Because this would be cool to, like, add either another category lead for not Namek Saga or Majin Buu Saga. Forgot which one he is, but, you know, I would like to see this guy get an EZA. He'd be freaking cool. Next up, though, we have our first Kid Goku in the entire list. Kid Goku, Great Ape. I added this guy purposely because the Great Apes need love, okay? The Great Apes need love. I don't think there has been a single EZA that's been atoned to the Great Apes, or, like, you know, just the transformation in general when it goes into, like, you know, a bigger form. I think the only one that really has had anything to him is the Tech Beerus EZA, which, you know, puts him into a rage form. But we're not going to count that because he's not transforming. He's just getting a little bit more angrier than usual. So this guy, I would love to see him get something out of it. If you're curious, this is what he looked like prior. You'd probably have pulled him at least once or twice because he is pretty common to get. I believe I have this guy like 100%ed, or at least like one person away from it. So as you can see, his attack is at 80% start of turn, might turn into Great Ape up to 2 times. See, that's one thing, like up to 2 times is pretty solid. So maybe keeping the up to 2 times but maybe like raising the chances that he would be able to go Great Ape. And then his attack could be 120%, like, you know, 120% attack, maybe a little bit more on that. Supreme damage, Kamehamehas are pretty good, but maybe add like a, you know, lowers defense on the other team. Add something to it so that the super attack actually means something than just, like, you know, pure damage. Because at this stage, like this stage of Dokkan Battle, you kind of need, like, you know, the pure damage, but also something on top of it. So maybe adding something like that. And then when it comes to this all types, I would like maybe like a 70% for all types, or maybe, you know, maybe get even riskier and add 100% type, but I think that'd be a little bit too overpowered for him. This card would be really cool. I just want to see, like, you know, Goku's and, like, Great Apes in general do well, because Great Apes don't get love. They really don't. It's just, here's a Great Ape. That's it. I know. I love running Great Ape teams, so Great Ape teams were, like, one of the first ones I wanted to do the most, so please give love, Dokkan Battle, to Great Ape teams, please. But next up, we've got this Goku. One of the... You can see here, like, this is what he looks like previously. This guy's pretty good. I don't believe he does have a Dokkan. I wasn't sure that this guy had an EZA or not, but this is the... It's the Super Saiyan 1 against Metacooler that got the EZA, not this guy. I wanted to add this guy yet again because, well, we did add the Hope of the Universe, which is a base form Goku. There's not much units when it comes to base form Gokus that you can see. There's not really much of them besides, like, you know, the one that transforms into Super Saiyan. But I'm talking, like, just units who are pure base form Goku. I would love to see this guy get a little bit more. His leader skill is freaking awful because, like, yeah, it makes the other team, like, weaker, but it also doesn't help your team in the slightest, so that's good. And this one, supreme damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense. Maybe it could add, like, greatly lowers attack and defense or something like that, but greatly might be a little bit too much. For energy, this is once again another nuker. I just realize with Gokus, like, there's a lot of nukers, but at the same time, we kind of need some more nukers when it comes to Gokus. So this is attack 10% and defense 20%. He's really good when it comes to defense. If you're able to get this guy to nuke, he's really good with defense, but at the same time, on Super Battle Road and the other harder events, he really doesn't tank with this low freaking defense stat. Like, this thing needs to be like 6K or something like that, because, like, he's supposed to be, you know, he's supposed to be a tank, but he's not even good at being a tank. So having this guy, maybe his stats go up a little bit more with the EZA, make it more focused around defense, so that this guy all of a sudden is your tank of the team and not just, like, you know, a nuker in general. Because, like, with the 20% right there, it makes me feel like this guy was meant to be a tank. And he's meant to, like, you know, defend everything. But with this low freaking defense stat, he's not doing much. He's not doing the one thing he's supposed to. So I would love to see this guy get anything. Also, this freaking card art is clean, and I would love to see, like, you know, the freaking stuff on the side here that would make, like, EZA stuff. Like, that would be freaking cool. Next up, though, we've got this Goku. This Goku needs some love. He's really good. Like, when he first came out, people were debating that this is, like, the best Super Saiyan Blue Goku card in the freaking game. You see, this is what he looked like at first. Pretty dang solid. Like, I like the art. The art on this is pretty good. And this is the Goku that takes place during the Fused Zamasu arc. Fused Zamasu Goku Black arc. So this guy is actually a time traveler card, which is really good because that particular team could always use another Goku. I don't even think that team really has a Goku. So what does he do? Well, he gives off 90% and 50% when facing 2 or more enemies. I feel like that should be like maybe like a 120 to 60. So he's doing like 180 if he's facing multiple enemies. Which is good for the world tournament as well. If you don't have any Broly's, this is really good for that. So you could just, you know, start nuking everybody. I mean, not nuking, but just destroying everybody in general. This, once again, just like the Kid Goku, is an all-type. I was gonna say same leader skill, right? No key though. Okay, I didn't realize this Goku gives off no key. This guy gives you 3 key. So what I said before, like with the 100%, give him 3 key too. This guy also could be like 100% or maybe like an 80, 70 or 80% for all. And, you know, the links are good. I'm not going to get into too much when it comes to links because, to be quite honest, like, I could say a couple of links, and I really don't know if that's good or not, or, like, you know, I don't know, like, which cards have which. I'm still learning the links a lot more, but when it comes to, like, you know, passive abilities and things, would be solid. Also, Super Kamehameha, maybe even add a potential chance to crit. Maybe even that, a potential chance to crit, because this is like a Rage Goku, I would say. Like, this is the... when I see this, okay, he doesn't have the hole in his chest. He doesn't have the hole in his chest, but I see this as, like, the Goku that, you know, gets really, really mad when he realizes that Zamasu and Goku Black killed his family. I would like maybe, you know, get like a guaranteed crit or like a chance to crit on that. Maybe I would like to see this, but you know, there's other alternatives to Goku's. And Super Saiyan Blues don't, like, there's a lot of Super Saiyan Blue Gokus, but besides the Kaioken one, like, that's potentially going to get an EZA, you're not going to really run too many of them, unless like you get the free-to-play Goku with the jacket Goku from Broly. There's not really much besides, oh, also with Transforming Goku. Duh! Transforming Goku that goes out the blue. That one's OP, but you need someone to actually, like, you know, maybe have a Realm of Gods blue, because there's not really much Realm of God blue Gokus that you would want to use. Next up, though, we got this guy. This one was a highly requested one from my Twitter page, and I super freaking agree with it. Super Saiyan Goku Angel Super Kaioken. This guy needs some freaking love. This guy needs love. If you guys were curious, this is what he looked like at first. Over here, this is what he looked like. It is, he's a very, very beautiful freaking card. This was, I think, also one of the first cards that Global got before Japan. So, like, everybody was, like, laughing at Japan, being like, ha, we got Super Kaioken. And then Japan was like, we care. We got everything else. So, one thing that turns people away from this card right off the bat is the sacrificing 7 HP per immense Super Kaioken, like, attack. It's 7%. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's just, you know, you're losing HP every single time this guy ults. So you kind of don't like running him just because of that. So I would say if this guy got an EZA, remove this. Remove the 7 HP, because that is something that at this state age where teams are like, you know, over 500,000 health, 7% is like losing, like, 7% is losing, I think, like 6,000. Well, it's 500, so it would be like 60,000 health or something like that per ult. That's a lot of damage. So we need that removed if we're going to go ahead and do that. Also, Thundering Aura's Ki +3 plus attack 100% when HP is 50 or above. I would say maybe make this down to 30 or above, but maybe changing it up. Oh, I was going to say, how about this? How about this? Ooh, how about we change this bad boy up a little bit? So this guy does a 120. No, let's make him a let's make it a 150? Yeah, why the heck not? Let's make it a 150, okay? Let's make this guy a 150 +3 with attack is a 50 or above. And then when 50 or below, this guy all of a sudden tanks. Maybe it's like 100% defense instead. Maybe we'll do something like that. I don't know if this guy would actually work, because this is Kaioken. You would never see this guy being defense, but maybe he's like, you know, being passive about it instead. Maybe add something like that, make it so it's 50% below. Could freaking work. Also, his leader skill needs to get updated to 100%. It's a physical type. It needs to go up to 100%. 50% are not that good anymore. It needs to be at least 100% if you want to see this guy actually, you know, being beautiful. So maybe see that for this guy. It's up to you guys. What do you guys think would be an appropriate leader skill for Goku? But I would like to see that, personally. Next up, though, this Goku. This is another blue. This is another blue, but I feel like this guy deserves an EZA more than the other blue. This guy, the Drive to Win Goku. I want to see this guy go, because we need a Resurrection F Goku that actually can kick freaking butt. Also, this guy was actually pretty dang good when he first came out, because, like, I'm pretty certain he came out the same time around Kaioken Blue Goku. This guy was actually pretty good if you didn't have Kaioken Blue Goku, because you couldn't run them on the same team, because Blue Kaioken Goku and has the same name. Even though he's going Kaioken, he has the same name as all the other blues, which makes no freaking sense, knowing that this guy is Kaioken, where Blue is not. Whatever. I'm not going to complain. But this guy needs some love, because he only gets 100% when performing a super attack. Maybe this guy can see... Maybe we can make this guy... Let's make it so that this guy is you get more powerful over time. So, like, you know, every single time you ult, you get 20% more. Like, it starts at, like, maybe 110, and then 20% per, and it goes up, like, 80%. So this guy all of a sudden is cranking out, like, 190 to 200 per ult. Supreme damage to enemy and maybe lower defense. We're going to add that to them. And then this leader skill is god freaking awful. This leader skill is god freaking awful. So we got to change something like that. Maybe, like, a Realm of Gods, 70%. Let's just throw it out there. Realm of God, 70%. I'm trying to figure out exactly what to actually put on him. But, like, also, Resurrection F. I didn't realize that was a freaking leader skill, is Resurrection F. It's awful, but, like, you know, whatever. But, like, this guy needs some love. He was pretty good. I loved running him, too. But he needs some love. Also, I want him to get EZA, because I just rainbowed this guy. So I'd love to see this guy actually dish out some damage. So please, please, Bandai, please, Akatsuki, give us something good. And then last but not least, this Goku. This one is controversial. This one was like last one I was kind of on the fence about. I want to put this guy as an EZA because there is no other Super Saiyan 3 Goku Angels that compete with the Tech Angel Goku. Tech Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he's definitely, he's a 120%, so he's definitely, like, you know, he's not as powerful as he once was, but he was a powerhouse back in the day, and this guy was the only one that competed with him. So I would like to see this guy actually get an EZA so that he's on the same level. But this guy really doesn't, it's not really the best. I mean, right out the bat, you can see time pound transformation, +3 key, and attack and defense, 7,000%, 7,000. Needs to be in, like, at least, like, you know, maybe we give him like an 80. Nah, maybe like a 120. See, I don't want him, I want him to be on the same level as the other Goku, but I don't want him to overpower the other Goku, because he's going to get an EZA at some point. But this guy most certainly does need an EZA, because he's just like, you know, you get this Goku, and you're like, oh, that's freaking cool. I got this Goku. Then you find out that he's like, you know, this, and you're like, whoa, that's freaking dope card art. And then you look at the passives, and you're like, that's freaking awful. So it's up to you guys what you guys would like to see on this guy. But I need this guy to actually do well, because I like his art. I really like it. I love that art. It looks beautiful. Also, I'm a sucker for Super Saiyan 3. So come on, give him some love. Give this man some freaking love, please. But, yeah, those were the 7 that we're going to be talking about. Those are the 7 that I would love to see for Goku. This might be a longer video. I apologize. My voice is already shot because I've been talking a lot. But I want to say thank you guys for joining yet again. You guys have any other suggestions for other EZAs that you would like to see in this game when it comes to Gokus? Let me know in the comments below. And 2, if you have any other suggestions for other characters in general, not just like, you know, Gokus and cards, maybe like a Vegeta, maybe Trunks, maybe like, you know, Frieza, something. You guys want to have other ones that you want me to go and try test out or, like, you know, talk about? Let me know in the comments below, or on my Twitter, which is at owTreyalP. I love talking to you guys on Dokkan Battle when it comes to on Twitter, because I've been talking to so many people on Twitter when it comes to Dokkan Battle. Would love to see what you guys have to say about that. But on that note, we're going to be saying thank you guys for joining me yet again, and I'll be seeing you later.
Wow. Hmm?